Hello, it's Alan Garrett of After Comics, and we are in After Comic room number one. And we've just been organizing over the last 3 months, trying to get things together. I say that every year, and I try to only do a room video once a year. Uh, and so this is that once a year video. Um, During the months of January, February, March, I try to abstain from buying any comics. I had a couple of epic failures. One I publicized, um, and the other ones really weren't too bad. Just a few things here and there, mostly supplies, to be honest with you. And I guess in my own way, I don't really count supplies. I'm working on organizing my 50s Superman collection. One of the things that I'm going to be getting back into when I start buying again is I want to finish up, really get going on some of the 50s DCs, lower grade. Here's a Superman 100. And I want to do a video on Superman 100 to 200 a little bit down the road. But the 50s DCs, which were plentiful 30 or 40 years ago, don't seem to be that much anymore. I want to do a video too on the Golden Age, or I should say the Golden Record reprints that they came out with back in '66. And apparently the books have caught on fire because they are not quite complete duplicates of Avengers 4, Fantastic Four number 1, Spider-Man number 1, and Journey to Mystery 83, but they're pretty close. I've got my world buttons back there. Of course, I did a whole video on the Marvel Flyers, and I have not finished anywhere near the Marvel Mania Merry Marvel Marching Society video, so I want to get going on that again soon. But I'm just trying to get my act organized for the upcoming year. But it is kind of nice to take time off and to kind of reevaluate what you have, and more importantly, what you don't have, and what you absolutely need. I am looking for space. I'm trying not to be too selfish with taking up 2 rooms, but you get to a point where the rooms, there's not enough. It's just not enough space anymore. These GI Joes, by the way, and I know I've talked about them. These are all bought by me, or not bought by me. They were given to me. Starting in 1964. Everything here, including the Zeroids and the space capsule, mine. And then going into, oh, and there's my German G.I. Joe. Hello. And going in, he shouldn't be in that. That's a adventure team, but we kind of did what we wanted to do. Anyway, so my G.I. Joe display. And all right, we'll go over here. Captain Action. These Captain Actions, I had 2 of them growing up, and the costume, and I had one of the Action Boy, which was his sidekick. His uniforms are the toughest to get by far, and the Superboy one is very detailed. There's so many components of that. Anyway, I love my G.I. Joes. Love my Captain Actions. And I love my lunch boxes too. So as I have time and not buying books, I go through what I have and I start falling back in love with certain things that I thought I put aside, like lunch boxes. I think lunch boxes in my generation, especially in the 1960s, were basically your brand of what you were and who you stood for. And of course, my first one was Batman, followed by G.I. Joe, followed by the Green Hornet, and then my final one was the Tarzan, all the way over there. What kind of street's that? You start getting into the 5th grade, though, and we started getting made fun of if you had a lunchbox, so you carried a paper bag. How boring was that? Major Matt Mason. Oh my gosh. My original ones Firebolt space cannon. And I need to break this out, but this still works. My Land Rover still works. My Unitread, I should say. So, Major by Mason, I started refalling in love with that. More lunchboxes. I thought about getting rid of my news magazine stands because they take up a lot of room, and my Matchbox display. I thought about getting rid of that too, but it's hard to. It's really hard to get rid of that. Posters. Here's a poster. These are part of the posters that I've shown some of them. Here's a poster I hadn't shown before. If everybody remembers Acts of Vengeance. This is a really big oversized poster too. And you have all these legs standing over the broken helmet and all that stuff. And that was in comic shops. That was not available anywhere. So that back up there. Oh, goodness. More lunch boxes, of course. I want to do a thing on Our Way Studio stickers. Some of you are familiar with the stickers that came out back in 1974. One of them is extremely hard to get. It's the Power Man one of the earlier Power Man merchandise. He had some stickers. He didn't have a whole lot. Of course, the comic collection. I'm working on finishing Showcase, and I want to show that. And I think, I have to stop and say, what's the difference between showing something and showing off? And I never want to come across as someone that shows off. I've been doing this for like 52 years now. So it's not a matter of showing off. It's a matter of showing what you have to people that care, as opposed to the majority of people that I work with or that I talk with that don't care. And it's like, all right, I got a community here, so, it's important. But this is my first full video of the year. And I just wanted to kind of come back. And you have so many things, we all do, I guess. We have so many things that we want to finish and complete. And I think if I lived another 61 years, I may get there. But I need every bit of that time. So there you go. I'm not going to take us into the next room. We'll stop right there. Oh, except, and you guys that had these, I know how old you are, the G.I. Joe Foot Locker. I love this stuff. So all of his equipment would be on the top of the tray. You'd open it up and you'd have more equipment or his uniforms. Here's his Marine dress uniform. And that's it. We'll stop right there. Hey, I'll see you soon. This is Alan Garrett from After Comics. Be blessed.